Hi, welcome to today's video. What we're looking at today is echo or vintage delay. I happen to be using the Behringer VD400, which is the vintage delay 400, and I've been thinking a lot in preparing this video about Hank Marvin's comment about distortion, which is another one of the electrical effects that we will look at in this series of lessons that I'm doing. What Hank Marvin said was it's really strange. When he was recording, the sound technician would say, "You're clipping, could you turn down the drive on your guitar?" Because everything was trying to be super clean in the early 60s. So we're going to be having a look at a couple of early 60s, or certainly 1960s music in the course of this video. We're going to look at House of the Rising Sun, Wipeout, and Apache, plus some others that come into my head as we go along. But this is going to be in difference to, say, a digital delay as opposed to an analog delay. Today we're looking at the analog delay, the vintage delay, so it's going to be super clean in most cases where I don't give you an opposition, but we're aiming for clean, and that's the zeitgeist of the early 60s guitarist. So without further ado, essentially what we're doing is I've set up on the unit itself, you'll see some dials for echo and repeat and intensity. When you balance those out, then you wind up with playing one note, but that note being fed back to you, which is essentially what's happening within those the most early essences of electrical interference with the guitar, and that is delay or echo. This means that I can play so every time I play one note, it actually plays one back to me. So I could play something like a rock and roll riff, which is following through. It's actually easiest to be played in one position, but I'm going to play it in two different positions to show you that it is a riff. A riff is a short piece of music which is repeated, and it's the same shape each time. That's the essence behind a riff. So I'm going to play the major chord, sorry, a major arpeggio, but I'm thinking in terms of chords, but spaced out arpeggio, up to the 6th and flattened 7th, feel free to pause this, give this a try, rewind it back, all that kind of stuff. Up a string, because the strings are a fourth apart, then when you move the chord progression up a fourth, back to the center, and then down a fourth, then that gives you what's called the tetrachord, tetra meaning 4, and chord meaning harmony. So we're going to start on the C. Do that 4 times. Up a fourth. Do that twice. Back to the center. Down a fourth. Out to the outside. And then center again. And you're hearing that echo catching there. So that's the rock and roll riff, prevalent in rock and roll and blues and many ideas along within that genre in the 60s. The same sort of idea where I'm using the tetrachord. This time I'm going to start on the A note, going up a fourth to D, using A, and down a fourth to E. essentially I'm using frets 3, 4 and 5. Of course, giving videos, I can't see exactly who I'm speaking to at the moment, so if you book lessons, then I'll be able to interact with you, be able to hear what it is that you're doing and be able to feed back to you. YouTube's great, and you can learn a lot from it, but you can always learn much more from an individual tutor that you actually go for individual lessons with. Exactly the same thing higher. Slightly changed the tone towards the end there. If you're interested in how I did that, then ask me in the comments, or I'll give you bits of an answer. Obviously I do this stuff for free. The lessons are where you get the real learning. So the same sort of idea with using the vintage echo with chords may give you something like A minor to C, D, F to E, then back to the A minor again. So I've decided to do some old music because it's an old delay unit that were the vintage delay is echoing. I'm always surprised that some of my younger students come in and say, I can learn Smoke on the Water or Black Knight or something like that, having never heard Deep Purple. I'm always advising people to get used to the music that they're listening to. What you always get from lessons with me is high quality tuition, but the tuition of the music that you're interested in. So if you're interested in learning the music of Dick Dale and the Animals and rock and roll music and the Shadows and that sort of idea, then great, we can do that. But we can also do whatever it is that you're looking to do. Add your suggestions in the comments below for music you'd like to see covered, you'd like to learn, and I'll see what I can do to help you out there. Obviously, if you come to me for lessons, then I'll be able to help you out more. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell. It's the notifications that will show you when I'm uploading fresh ideas, so you can get fresh ideas daily without you having to generate them. I'll do the generation. And share the videos with people that you think would benefit from lessons. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.